Everybody, come on in and sit down. I have been busy, as you can see, vamping up my channel a little. I have a nice intro created by my daughter-in-law, Valerie, and my granddaughter, Hannah, put everything together for me, so I know now kind of how to do it, I think. We'll find out. Anyway, let's talk about 90 Day Fiancé, What Now? This aired on 4/20 after the quarantine edition, so I am running kind of late, so my apologies. But I do want to get this out there to you today before another one comes out. So we took up with 4 couples, well, 3 couples and 1 person, to see what they're up to. Well, first off, we have Stephen and Olga, and they are a very young couple. They met when he was 19 and I think she was 18 in Ocean City. He was working in a restaurant and she came in there apparently on vacation, and they hit it off, and 4 days before she had to go back, found out she was pregnant. So they decided to do the K1 visa. Okay, well, they neither have had the most ideal childhood as far as raising a child. Stephen confided that his father passed away when he was 7, and I believe he said he was diabetic, and he lost him to that. Olga, on the other hand, she gets the award for dysfunctional. Poor girl. Apparently she had a family. Her father was a taxi driver. Her mother was a teacher, of all things, and a 25-year-old sister that had 2 small children when she was 25. Yeah, a 3-year-old and a baby. And Olga was like 13 at the time. And the sister came to the parents and said, she had these thoughts in her head and she didn't feel right. Parents were convinced that she was married to Satan. And one particular day, they had this sister drink what they said was holy water, like a lot of water, and then tried to do this ritual exorcism and disemboweled her. And Olga, who was 13, had smaller children in another room, and she called police. Well, it was too late. Her sister was dead. Her parents were taken to a high-security mental hospital, and Olga was taken to an orphanage. So here they're pregnant now, and I don't know if either of them have any idea what to do with the baby, okay? Stephen made several trips over there. He was there for the birth, which was really neat, and they had a few ups and downs because she had a C-section, and she was hurting, and she didn't feel like entertaining him, running all over the place and doing things. She just wanted to rest. Well, he ended up having to come back, and but before he did, he proposed formally. So then it was a case of trying to get a visa and for the baby as well. And if you remember, he kind of lied to her in the beginning, said he had started the paperwork and he really hadn't. So he finally actually did start the paperwork, and she got the baby's passport to come over. So we catch up with him now. He's like 21. The baby's already over a year old, I think. And he's out with his friends. They're saying, well, she'll be here tomorrow, so it's your last chance. And he said, oh, no, we're still going to go out. I'm still going to party. I'm just going to take the baby with me. Okay. Now, the first time around, if you bring the baby for a half hour to an hour, your friends might be okay with it because, he's cute, and, oh, yeah, let's play with the baby. Yeah. But after that, they're not going to want to be around this baby, Chances are they had to get a sitter for their own kids, if they have any, and they don't want to go and try to relax and party and listen to a baby. So, and of course, then they bring up, his friends say, well, you're going to be changing diapers and doing laundry and, working all the time. And he's like, well, she doesn't put him in diapers. She says he likes to be free. Okay. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, this baby is not in diapers, so it is peeing and pooping everywhere, everywhere. Does this girl have like a big capacity washer, you know, because she needs something huge for all this laundry? I mean, blankets and sheets and pillows and clothes and hers and his. Okay, so he wants to be free. All right, well, so is he not going to be in a car seat? Or are you going to let him roam all night so he can like put his little fingers in a light socket or something, you know? Um, Sometimes they need a little restraint. A diaper is, I think, a necessity. Okay, so, but while he's with his friends, she is texting him and he says his phone is dead, he didn't hear it, whatever. And the next day he gets up and she didn't get on the plane because the baby needed a Russian passport as well as a U.S. passport, and she did not get that. So she gets that, and a month or two down the road, she finally comes over, and within the 60th day or so, they get married at the courthouse. So they are together. As far as I can tell, they are together. And, you know, he's got a decent job, learning to be an electrician, which is a good money, and I guess she's taking care of the baby. Hopefully they have their own house and not living with his aunt like he was. But, you know, hey, I wish them all the best. I mean, they're so young and been through so much already that they really deserve some happiness, and I honestly hope that they find it. So, then we go to Avery and Omar. Avery was pretty young, I think 18, and she converted to Muslim, and she was from Ohio. And on a Muslim dating app, she met Omar, who was, I think, 24, and he has gone to school to be some kind of dentist, periodontist or something. I don't know. Anyway, he's educated, and she thought he lived in the U.S., and turns out he lived in Syria. Well, he sent her a ring through the mail, and, you know, they decided, yes, we will get married. Her mom did not like the idea of her going there to live. Mom went with her, though, to meet him, and he was there for the wedding. After the wedding is when Avery said, well, you know, we're probably not going to live in these states. You know, I'm going to stay here. Chances are we'll be in Lebanon or Dubai, somewhere neutral. So Mom was not happy. But Avery did end up coming home and started looking for some way of getting him over on a spousal visa, which she found out, you know, only 5% get approved. Well, and this may be so, but, you know, we also have to look at, he's not an uneducated person, okay? He has a trade, even if he would have to take a few classes to get up to the standards we have here. He could probably do that and probably be employed in practically no time. So that is their glitch right now, is finding a place where they both can live. They've been living apart, and she has gone over to visit and, you know, met the rest of his family and so on. And it seems like they are meant for each other. It's just a matter of finding some place in this world where they can live and be together. And I wish them all the best, because that would be hard. And it shouldn't be that way, you know? I mean, really, I don't know why he can't come over here. Okay, granted, yes, he is from Syria, okay? But if they have checked him out and, you know, vetted him properly, and he doesn't have a criminal record, and he's not a terrorist, he's just, you know, a person who wants to live their life, and he's making a career for himself, why can't he come over, you know? Maybe he will get in that 5% and be able to. I don't know. We will have to see. So then we go to Jesse. And you remember him from Darcy and Jesse. And those two were just like oil and vinegar. First, the age spread. I mean, he was like 23 and she was 40. She had kids that were closer in age to him than she was. And, you know, they tried many times. And on again, off again, fighting like crazy. He had a problem with her drinking, and it didn't seem like she could handle her alcohol very well, because she cried a lot and fought. She'd get really depressed and, you know, throw things up at him. And But Darcy is a crier. I mean, we know this. From seeing her on the season with other people, she is a crier. But they finally broke it off. So Jesse is now a motivational speaker. He goes from Amsterdam to mainly New York, but he says he goes all over the States. I haven't seen him around here, but he is a motivational speaker in retirement homes. Yes, where the old people are. He talks to them about connecting and relationships and finding love and what people need. And I did see a clip of him doing his spiel in a home, and there were maybe 15 people there. And there was 2 or 3 that were listening, paying attention, asking questions, and then there was maybe 5 that were just staring at him like, what are you talking about? We were in relationships before you were born. We were in relationships before your mother was born. And then there was probably, 5 or 7, 10 more that were just sitting there staring in space like, can we go back to our room now, But anyway, he did find someone, a lovely lady named Bianca. And she also seemed to travel a lot. She, I think, was from Israel, or was born there and lived there part of the time. And she's a teacher, and they seemed to hit it off fairly well. Until she announced to him that she had taken a job in Israel, and so she would not be living in the States. And that just ended that. He didn't want to do the long distance thing anymore, so that was that. He wished her well, and off they go. So that's really all we know about him right now. He's just doing his speaking. And good luck. Wish you well. So then we have Lauren and Alexei. Now he was from Israel also. And they are currently on Pillow Talk. We see them all the time. And she's very, very pregnant. And by now she has had the baby, which is a little boy they named Shy, meaning gift, which is really cool. Okay. When they met, she was not looking for a life partner. She looked at it as a one-night stand type of thing, and then you go back home and, good memories. Well, he kind of wanted more, and so they pursued a relationship. And I guess they've been together about 6 years now. I didn't realize it had been that long. He proposed to her, and they got the K1 and married, first in Florida, and then again in Israel for his family. So, he's had goals, though. I mean, I don't know if he's had formal training in anything, but he wanted to become an American citizen. So his goal was to get that done before the baby was born, which is supposed to have been May 6th. Instead, it was April something, first part of April. And I hope he made it. But he did actually get his citizenship. He's very proud. He does bring up some of the questions. It's very difficult. The test is hard. I mean, you have to really want this if, you have to be serious if you really want it. But he did it, and he is a citizen, and congratulations to him, and, on the citizenship and the baby. And they're just such a sweet couple. I mean, they just look like they belong together, and apparently they are living in Florida. They have a home. I don't know what he's doing for work or if she's working. Maybe they'd make enough off of Pillow Talk that they don't have to worry right now. So anyway, that was pretty much the What Now, the first one. And we will catch up with another episode of that. And I'll also try and get some Mama June and some other things. So thank you. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Love to hear from you. And that's all for now. Bye-bye.